This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. Central Texas Life with Ann Harder presents Central Texas Events.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Central Texas Events. We have got a big event coming up.
Yes.
It's a second annual.
Yes, second
Spill
annual.
the Tea Luncheon. And this is a very important cause.
Yes.
The Advocacy Center for Crime Victims and Children. I got the wonderful Dr. Kerry Burkley here with us. And Aleigh Asherel, Executive Director. You've been there not terribly long, right?
I've been at the agency for almost 11 years, which pales in comparison to Dr. Burkley's nearly 28. But and been in the executive director role for a little over 2 years.
Okay. Oh, has it been 2 years?
Yeah.
I can't even keep up.
Yeah.
Well, but this is a wonderful event because the purpose of the event, Dr. Burkley, is to kind of allow some experts to explain why the Advocacy Center is important.
Absolutely, and Aleigh, you know, she's modest, but a fabulous 2 years as executive director. And that's exactly right. The Spill the Tea is an opportunity for members from the community to not only come together to talk about why the Advocacy Center does what it does, but to hear some stories and to hear some experiences with the broader community to raise some awareness about our services and how we can engage people to offer other services that may be needed in the future.
And it's not just in Waco, McLennan County, right? This is a big region that you serve, correct?
Exactly. Our agency, we offer services in 6 counties. McLennan is our largest county, but we offer service in Falls County, Limestone County, Freestone County, and Hill County, and we are in Bosque County as well.
Yeah. So in your time there, Aleigh, it's been, I guess you've just seen a lot.
Yes.
From the standpoint of people helped.
Yes.
And situations.
Yes, definitely. Last year, we served over 14,000 people.
Oh, my goodness.
I think it's important to always know that it's majority children under the age of 12. And so, and that was a big increase from last year. We saw,
Really?
Yes, we had a 20% increase in the need for child abuse exams. We had a 10% increase in the need for forensic interviews, which any child in any of those counties who has experienced abuse receives a forensic interview from us. So that kind of gives you some numbers. And we also know at the same time, while that was a major increase, that it is underreported. The average wait time for reporting for children is anywhere between 2 to 8 years.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because of stigma and the way that children are often groomed and often
Made to think something bad will happen.
Yes, and often the abuse, research shows us that it often comes at the hands of someone that they know and trust, a family member, a family friend. And so, there's a lot of dynamics at play about what they think might happen if they tell, what that means for their family. And so some children, of course, tell right away, and others wait. But so I think it's important to know that while that's a big increase, we know statistically that we're still not reaching everyone that we could be.
Yeah, those numbers really are stunning.
Yes.
I mean, and of course, in the many years you've been at this work,
Yes.
Dr. Burkley.
Stunning, and to acquiesce what Aleigh is saying is that for every one report that's made, it's 8 to 10 go unreported. So the numbers can be staggering from those cases. This increase has created an opportunity under the leadership of Aleigh to be able to do resources to do the services best that we can. New forensic interviewing equipment.
But what is involved in a forensic interview?
Yeah, so whenever there's allegations of maltreatment to a child suspected, law enforcement or CPS can request what's called a forensic interview. And so kids are brought to our agency to talk to a trained professional forensic interviewer. And what's involved in is just building rapport with that child to make them feel comfortable about sharing events about things that may or may not have happened. We don't know until we get into the room.
Right.
Or that until the child is comfortable to talk about whatever the allegations are. So it involves asking questions in a non-leading, non-specific way so that we can elicit details about a child's experience. And we're trained to pay attention to quite a bit of things that are going on with a child in the interview room. We're never forcing a kid in. We're never badgering a kid with our questions, but we want to make sure that they're comfortable and are willing to share whatever they want to talk about.
Yeah. So your funding comes where? I mean, obviously this is a fundraising event. Our Spill the Tea Luncheon.
Yes, it's a fundraising event. Our funding comes primarily from grants, federal, state, and local. A lot from federal, which is sort of we're uncertain about the future of those grants currently, and so events like this are really important. Last year was our first ever Spill the Tea. And we got so much good feedback that it was the best event that we had. People who had been supporting our agency for a long time, working with us for a long time, said they walked away like knowing they learned so much about what we do. They had no idea the breadth and depth of the services that we offer, and the geographic area in which we offer them. And so while we are hoping to raise some funds from this, that we mostly think of this as an educational opportunity for our community, because we really believe that once people know about the work that we do and the importance of it and all that goes into it, that they will want to support the Advocacy Center, and will be able to help refer people to our services. And so not only for funds, but also just for awareness and education for our communities.
Well, this is going to be on the 8th, Thursday the 8th of May at Ridgewood Country Club, and you're going to have a hot tea and iced tea and lunch.
Yes.
And fun nibbles for everybody, I guess.
Yes.
It's $100 a person, correct?
Yes.
And I guess you're selling sponsorship tables.
Yes, we're selling sponsorships. We have sponsorships still available. We're super thankful for the people and businesses who have sponsored this event already. Richard Carr Motors, Central National Bank, TFNB, Your Bank for Life, Dr. Sue Battle and Camp Careful, Dr. Bozie Amoro are all KWT Fox 44 and the Zimmerman Law Firm have all come on as sponsors in different capacities. We still have plenty of seats available. We have sponsorships available. And so, a really great opportunity. The event is structured as a panel. Dr. Burkley is our MC, or our moderator.
Good.
And then this year we have another fantastic lineup of professionals working in this area with us. So we have a couple of our own staff members, Dr. Sue Battle, who's our child sexual abuse
I've spoken with her many times about these very issues.
So she will be on the panel. Kyla Wilson, who is our Prevention and Education Director. Brianna Gongora, who is a attorney at the District Attorney's Office who specifically works on CPS cases. She's also a member of our board. Chief Victorian from the Waco Police Department. Yes, she will. She will be there.
She's written a children's book. Did you know?
She has. Yes. So we work with all of these entities, and so the panel will be talking about how important our services is and how it impacts kind of all of those entities and in their own goals and process.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be a wonderful opportunity, as you say, for people to really be educated about the gravity of the situation in a fun, non-threatening way.
Yes.
But to really understand the work that you do at the Advocacy Center and how important this is for the community. So how can folks go about getting tickets, making reservations?
Yeah, you can go to our website, advocacycntr.org, and there is information there about tickets, tables, sponsorships. And so you can contact us directly. Our phone number is 254-752-9330. Or you can email us at fundraising@advocacycntr.org. All of those are great ways to get tickets. It's also linked in all of our social media. Our social media, you can find us on Instagram or Facebook at Advocacy Waco. So there's lots of ways to get there, and we would love for people to be there.
Yeah, and I would assume, correct me if I'm wrong, that there's a need for you all to have volunteers
Yes.
to,
Oh,
to help in your
absolutely.
mission. What,
Yes.
what is involved with that?
Yeah. So we always have volunteer opportunities at our fundraising events,
Mhm.
set up, clean up, prep, all of those things. We also have a great need for sexual assault advocates.
Yes.
People go through a 40-hour training and then volunteer to carry our crisis hotline and respond to both local Waco hospitals anytime someone who comes in as a victim of sexual assault, and they are specially trained to walk with them through that process, be there with our sexual assault forensic exam nurses. We know that volunteers opportunity is not for everyone, but it is a really critical
It is.
need at the
Yeah.
agency. Our other main volunteer opportunity right now is we are recruiting volunteers for a sub for our front desk position.
Yes.
So when that position really makes the agency run. We
Yeah.
at any given time we could have 100 people in our building, and so it's a lot to coordinate. And so that person, of course, has to take vacation and is sick
Yeah.
sometimes. And
Sure.
so we're looking for a group of volunteers who would be willing to be trained and then kind of called on a substitute teacher basis. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
we learn that this person's going to be out, and they come in and for however long that they could to
Help
volunteer.
things continue to
Yes.
operate
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
smoothly
Yes.
as possible.
Yes.
Your location, is this? I'm trying to remember. Is it a secret location?
No, it is not
Okay,
a secret
you're not
location.
secret. Okay.
No. Our office in Waco is located at 3312 Hillcrest Drive, over by the police tower, by the
Okay.
old Hillcrest Hospital, if you've
Yes.
been in Waco for a little bit. And yeah, our office has a lot going on at any given time. We have
Yes.
counseling sessions happening, forensic interviews, medical exams, case management, family advocacy. So when you get over there, it's kind of a large building, but because we have a lot of services that we're offering.
Yes.
Yeah, and if somebody maybe listening to this suspects that
Mhm.
there's an issue with someone in their family,
Yeah.
and it can be any age.
Mhm.
Really,
Right.
it's not
Yes.
just children. You
No.
tend to deal with children. What's the first thing they should do, or what's the first thing you would advise them to
So
do?
we recommend that individuals just make a report, call the police,
Okay.
call or make a CPS referral. Right now, both CPS referral is simultaneous to law enforcement jurisdiction, so they'll get the information as well. If the kid is in immediate danger, just call the police.
Oh yeah.
That's the first step. The temptation, Ann, is that people want to figure out if it's really happening or figure out what's going on, and that's not the best way to get involved. The best way is to activate this well-organized team of response. Just make the call and let those who investigate it do what they need to do.
Yeah, and if there's nothing to it, they have them figure
Right.
Exactly.
that out.
And
yeah.
if someone is an adult, they can just call our office,
Yeah.
or they can walk in, because we also offer services. While we offer services to people who maybe whatever their assault or their abuse happened very recently, we have clients who come in and receive counseling who their abuse happened when they were children, and now
Yes.
they're in their 70s or 80s, and so they
and
can
probably still dealing with
yes, definitely,
the
because
trauma involved.
yes, because sometimes it's gone unaddressed this whole time.
Yeah, and
so-
is that what there is no statute of limitations, or what is there?
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
or
so-
not? I don't know. I don't know
No,
what
so there fairly recently is no statute of limitations on child abuse.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
2007.
Yes.
September.
Yes. But I guess not that recently anymore. But 2007 is when that changed. And so one thing is adults have the choice about whether or not they want to report, where
Yeah.
children, have mandated reporters in their life. Every adult in Texas, I think this is important to know, is a mandatory reporter
Yes,
according to Texas
absolutely.
law. So if a
Yes.
child tells you that they have been harmed in any way, it is your legal responsibility to report that. Now, when people are adults, they have the choice about whether or not they want to report. Of course, when we have people who are in their 70s or 80s and they are talking about abuse that happened to them when they were quite
Right.
young, a lot of times their abuser is no longer around, or
Yeah.
and so that is really we leave that part up to them if they're adults about what they want to do, but that is certainly an option.
But there's help for them.
Yes,
That's the bottom line.
That's the
There's-
bottom line.
Yeah,
Yes, they
that
can come and receive
They
counseling.
don't have to
and-
continue
mhm.
suffering and
No,
Exactly.
no.
silence.
Yes,
As it
absolutely.
were. Spill the Tea Luncheon. It is going to be a wonderful event, the second of what I know is going to be many
Yes,
down the
yes,
road.
yes.
But it will be at Ridgewood Country Club again on Thursday, May 8th. Doors open at 10:45. The program starts at 11:45. So, it's your lunch hour.
Yes.
And it's going to be really a productive time.
Yes.
I know for you all.
Yes, you'll hear from a lot of great experts in this area. We have door prizes, a great lunch from Ridgewood Country Club. So it is both a fun and very informative, and we believe important event. And so we would love for everyone to be there who can.
Yes.
Well, I thank you both for what you are doing in this community and how you're impacting lives.
Yeah.
People that never wanted to be in the position they were in. So
Right.
that's why it's just so important to support you all in what you're doing and
Yeah, thank
and pray for you guys because I'm sure you've heard and seen things that you wish you hadn't too.
Yes, definitely.
So the caregivers need some care too.
Sure, yes, absolutely.
But the best way you can care for them is to support them
yes,
in what they're doing.
Yes.
For the Spill the Tea. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Aleigh.
Yes, thank
And
you.
Dr. Burkley, always good to have you too. And
Thank you.
so look forward to visiting with you again. And so thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.